Welcome back to the Claw Pod. I'm the AntMan, and the patriarch is here with us, Kevin Von Erich, along with Ross and Marshall, or Butch and Haas. Haas and who? Dutch. Not Dutch.
Yeah, Haas and Dutch.
Butch is Butch is my wife.
You know what? I just gotten back from Amsterdam. I was over in Israel. I was coming back, and I spent about a week there. And you remember the old paint can with the Dutch boy on it?
Oh, sure.
It had the blonde. He looked just like him. That's why I call him Dutch, really.
That's how I got my nickname.
He looked just like that.
It's better than Ross's explanation. Ross told me it was Dutch because I always had melted chocolate in my hands and face since I was. Well, that's kind of true, though. That's why I grew a mustache, so you can't see the chocolate.
And it traps in there, and you can save it for later. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's Thanksgiving week. Do you already have like the whole Von Erich clan there at the ranch now?
Oh, Dad, you want to tell them or me? You got the whole tribe.
Oh, go on. Just like beautiful out here.
Yeah, man, it is. I was telling you a little bit before we're on the air, but Lacey and all of her kids, which is awesome because we don't get to see all of them all the time. Lacey and then Holly, all of her kids are out here. And so this is so awesome, man, because it's good to know I'm not the only extrovert in the family. There's a lot of extroverted, loud people here, and it's mayhem at my house. It's mayhem.
It is just beautiful. But, you know, I got to say, too, when I look at those beautiful little boys and those baby girls, and I just know if Kerry was here, he would be doing backflips. He'd love this so much, you know.
Man,
he could choke you up, but hey, I know in his spirit he's here.
Dad, Uncle Kerry, he's alive and well, and Lacey's oldest son, Daniel, man, it's sitting there joking with him, talking with him. He had no idea why at first, because he's so genuine. It really is like hanging out with my Uncle Kerry. It's crazy because he walked in my house and he's got this like just natural charm about him, and he was just a big kid, 6'2".
Look like him.
He does. He looks a lot like my grandmother, believe it or not. My grandmother, Lacey, looked a lot like my grandmother. I saw some pictures of her when my grandmother was young, and they have similar faces. But this kid is handsome. He came in my house, and I made a joke with my wife and stuff. I was like, "Man, where do we get these floor fans? How come his hair's all moved?" When he walked in the house, he completely just says,
one of those slow motion scenes.
Yeah. Wind's blowing in his hair. He's got the smolder look on it. Like, gee, chill out, man. I'm a married man.
You're trying to impress, buddy. Come on.
like Johnny Nitro.
Yeah, man. He's a full package, and so he's training to be a Navy SEAL. He heads out in a few months, and then he's lived in London for a year. So traveling really does grow you up quite a bit. I'm glad Ross and I got to go to Japan when we were young, and so seeing that and him. He needs a big brother kind of thing, and so me and Ross kind of took that role, and it was he feels that we love him deeply, and he's like, man, this is like a side of my family I didn't, I wish I would have been closer to, and so we're bonding now, and there's a third Von Erich in the oven for sure. So
he's the kind of kid that when he asks you something, it's not like thinking of what he's going to say next. You can see in his eyes, he's curious. He wants to hear what he's going to say. Yeah.
He's got like a sincere thing. He's really sincere. He really wants to know, and he's nothing but just wants to hear what you have to say.
There's no guard up either, man. He's completely him, and so we and Ross.
Like Kerry.
Yeah, I've heard those stories my whole life of my Uncle Kerry's charm, but like I'm getting to witness it right now
with him. Yeah,
with him, man, and we're getting so close. Yeah, man.
He was something else. I don't know if I ever told this story, but we were at this rodeo one time, and one of the Dallas Cowboys was the announcer, and we're always kind of teasing each other. And he said, "Well, I wonder what those Von Erichs would do if that bull down there didn't obey no script." And they had a steer wrestling. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. And so I just happened to be standing next to the chute, and I talked to the guy, and Donnie Gay was his son, and he gave I said, I'll do it, Donnie, and lay that steer out and I thought it'd be all I'd do is get his nose up, and his horn down, and I could make him roll over. But he decided to balk at that, and he started bucking, and I couldn't get my feet down to turn him over. And we went a whole length of that arena down there, and man, finally I got him to stop and turn his head over, and he kind of politely laid down a little for me, and I got up. I was walking across the floor. Kerry said, "How was it?" And I said, "Bad." And I couldn't talk. I was so out of breath. Anyway, so I know he had the same thing I did. I think his steer was even a little bigger. Yeah. But they let his out, and the same thing with him. He bucked Kerry all the way down there, but Kerry finally turned him over. But he didn't stop there. He looked at the crowd, showed him the claw, and stuck the claw on that bull.
Oh, man.
Off the place.
Oh, I bet.
He was just like that.
Oh, man.
So funny.
Kevin, I got a question for you, because I know what Christmas looked like for the Von Erich family, because it was always the Star Wars that you guys had every year. Yeah. Christmas Day ended up being work day for you guys. What was Thanksgiving? Yeah.
Same thing. We always did the same. It was the same way. It was that we would just have our Thanksgiving a little later and our Christmas a little bit later. But that's how it is in the business. Those are big entertainment days.
Well, then let me ask you: is there a ring set up at the Von Erich Ranch this weekend?
Oh, there should
be a ring set up.
Yeah. Do you have one set up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, really don't know, because sometimes there is. Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Yeah. Is there a need to
calls?
Is that your way of challenging me or something? Or
no. Definitely not.
He's saying we follow a tradition. We wrestle on Thanksgiving. Yeah. What makes this year different?
I think your dad just wants to fight. I think he just wants to fight. He's not even here. He's doing his own part. He's still mad about that one.
I was going to say, he's still pissed off at RJ.
I'm hosting now this podcast. He's ready to go after me. No, I want no part of that.
Hey, Anthony, you work for RJ, don't you?
In fact, I'm tagging in RJ right now. If
I'm tagging RJ did a number on us. Gosh.
I would love if RJ popped up right now, his Facebook.
Hey guys.
Oh man. But that really was, there'd probably this would be the no ring on at the Von Erich Ranch this weekend. But RJ,
it doesn't mean there will be no wrestling though.
There'll be wrestling. Oh, there's because there's so many nephews. And Lacey's nephews or Lacey's boys are, good looking kids, and they got so much character and charisma. Right when I see them, me and Ross immediately, we don't say hi. We tackle them, we wrestle them, we take them. You got to turn, no matter how, if you'll see when you don't see your nephews for a long time, they'll come back right on that age, middle school, where they start hitting puberty, come back taller. They got a gimmick, they
try to be cool or something. So you just got to put them in a full Nelson, and they
tickle those armpits and get them squeal. Yeah. If you can get the squeak laugh, you made it. Yeah. It's hey, Dad, I was gonna say too though. After this podcast, you want to take Daniel down to the Guadalupe and look off the cliff and stuff?
Sure, that'd be a great idea. Let's do that.
Fun, wouldn't it? That would be fun.
Yeah, we got plenty of light left.
We got to get Anthony down here and show him the Guadalupe. For as much as we talk about it, we got to give him the vision.
Yeah, what a beautiful river, Anthony. It really is. I remember when I was in my college days, we'd always come down to the Guadalupe and do the inner tubes and something like that. And there are all these other rivers, the Frio, the Blanco, the Comal. That's a beautiful area, part of Texas down here. You got to see it. Come out and see us sometime.
I'd love that, but right now I'm a little nervous that I'll be putting a full Nelson. I'll get a call. Something will happen.
Make sure you come on Thanksgiving too. All right.
I'm gonna start tickling them.
Done.
Yeah, when we see Anthony Ross gets a full Nelson, I start tickling his arm.
What's going on? Came to see the river. Yeah. Record a podcast. What are we doing? Tagging in RJ here.
Hey, Dad. I know you because we talked a little bit about the Cowboys last podcast, but Dad, I know we're loyal Cowboy fans, even though it's hard at times or whatever. But how was that win yesterday? That was pretty awesome, was it? That comeback?
Oh man, wasn't that great? See them come back like that.
Man,
that was a lot of character.
gonna say Dak broke some records, all-time passing. Did you hear about that?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it on a post. I could be wrong, but I should have got my information. Anthony, you're supposed to save me, man. Now I look like an idiot.
I did. I don't want
you might be thinking,
right now I'm in the middle.
I'll tell you something else that happened great yesterday. I'm sorry, y'all. My hair is not so good, so I kind of step on y'all sometime. But
are you okay?
Anthony, it's kind of funny that my old college, North Texas State, is like 10-1 now. I mean, they're like undefeated. You know,
are they ranked?
That one.
Yeah.
I believe they are getting up there, 25 or something, or 23.
Yeah. They're
I'm not sure about that. And then my grandson Eli plays out here at Barney, and this is the same way, 10-1 with them, and they're like undefeated. It's like unbelievable.
Does he know?
When
does
God
he know
loves a man, he gives him beautiful daughters and winning football teams.
That's right. Does he know where he wants to go to college? Is he going to go to North Texas?
He's talking to a lot of people right now. I don't know where he wants to go.
Yeah, we want him to go to North Texas. That'd be great.
Yeah, right now he's talking to
I do.
Right now he's talking to the SMU women's polo team. So we're trying to get him water polo. I'm trying to give him a football scholarship.
No, he's disciplined. He runs really good route. He's good and he's smart. There's a lot of areas he can improve on, but in my mind, one day they'll use him as a tight end because I believe he's going to start putting on a little more weight, put him up to about 240 pounds. He'll be a great tight end one day.
Yeah, he needs that aggression. That's what we're trying to get out of him. He's getting more confident, but he last year he had some momentum changing catches. He got a catch in the end zone that won them the game, but called back. But you can see the aggression's coming. But this year, we told him if you're going to be number one, then you got to be a gamer. And we're not talking about dancing and all that stuff. We're just saying get into the plays. When you make a first down and you fight for it, let it out, and because your team gets behind that, when you
feed off that energy. Yeah.
They feed off that energy. And
I'm going to brag a little bit because I'm your dad. I can do it. But my son, Marshall, they're at Kapala High School, his senior year, that when football really came to Kauai, it hadn't happened yet. When we first got there, all the schools were talking about who was going to get Marshall. He could throw a football like 65 yards,
35,
even back then. And so people are going to get their camera, to watch him throw the football. And it really was something. But he wanted to play wide receiver. He didn't want to throw. He wanted to catch the ball. And so he ran they were playing the Kauai High, a real big team. They're on our that usually won our islands play.
Our only opponent.
And this was different. Kapal was doing it. Anyway, he ran an out route about 3 steps into the end zone and out jumped the defensive back's touchdown, but he didn't check in with the referee. So they ran the same play. Boom, touchdown again. The referee stopped again because of something.
I didn't check again.
Play 3 times. They did 3 times. Am I wrong, son?
No, that's a good memory.
You called all 3 of them.
Wow. I'm genuinely impressed Dad remembered that.
3 times they threw it to him. They finally gave it to him, but they didn't win that game. It was whatever. They didn't win the game, but it was the starting of a tradition. It was.
My dad almost fought the referee. Referee. He was.
I was so mad.
No, Dad. Everybody was furious. But the first time I didn't. Yeah. I had been playing quarterback that whole time, and I was a junior, and we had a senior.
All the referees had gone to Kauai High.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to walk on your son, but that was what I heard. That the referees had all gone to Kauai High, and
starting to flatten me out now.
The stands they were livid. The people really were because it was 3 times he caught that ball.
Wow. Oh no, Guys. It got called back, and then actually didn't get the touchdown. They called back the third one too because the last one was on 4th down, and they're like, surely they're not going to run the play again. We ran the play again, and I got tackled on the 1 on the third one. The third one I got tackled on the 1, but it was cool too because in the highlight video, by the third time I went, the D-line, O-line, nobody was blocking it. It just said hut in shotgun formation.
Everyone was looking.
Watching, they knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming, and they still couldn't. They were down there waiting for him. and he still out jumped and I got that ball.
Well, that was my
He
first.
was up about 11 and a half feet.
You got to check that alignment. Man.
That was my first game at receiver. I'd never played receiver up to that point, and that was actually my first play at receiver. I never practiced at receiver either.
Oh, wow!
And so I was all nervous. I forgot to check into the referee, but I'll never forget that I became a crowd favorite, especially because of my dad. Though my dad had that whole crowd into it.
Well, obviously Thanksgiving weekend, football, but it's also a big weekend for food. So with this many people at the Von Erich Ranch, what are we eating? What do we have on the smokers or in the fryers? What are we doing?
Oh man! I as much as I would love to keep talking about my junior year of high school football catch, you know what? I'm going to say my wife.
We've never.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh boy, I'm sorry. Your guys are so respectful. I'm sorry I keep walking on you, but I was just going to tell them how lucky we are to hear that we have wild turkey, we have pigs, we have. Everything out here we can
catch ourselves.
I mean, everything for a great Thanksgiving. We have wild turkey, pigs, and deer, venison. But we have two kinds. Well, we've got some in the freezer, and we'll probably have a lot of that for Thanksgiving too.
And this year, we wanted to make sure we didn't use any weapons on any things we caught. It was all iron claw caught, you know. Yeah. And so we wanted to keep it.
It's
all iron claw caught.
It's all smashed
it's
up.
Either killed by it's either taken by the claw or it's a forceful submission from the claw.
Yeah.
From animals, birds, turkeys, deer, whatever.
Like, don't get me wrong, the meat's tender, but it's not pretty. It doesn't look pretty.
You know what people are going to ask for now in 2025, though, is video evidence of this. So you're going to have to put something together.
All right, they're on to us. See, this guy does work for RJ. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Video of you guys clawing a turkey would be epic, and it would go viral for sure. So, time for Thanksgiving.
For the wrong reasons, I'm sure, too.
Anthony,
we'll get involved, but
now that his name's been brought up so much, we got to get RJ on here.
Of course, he already said he was the first person to respond to last week's episode, and it just said, "I'm in."
Okay, actually, I forgot.
I assume he means he's in to be on the podcast because that's what we were talking about.
He said only if you can roast Kevin, whatever that means. We'll look into that.
Can you do that? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Roasted by RJ. Is that cool?
Man, that sounds like great fun. Yeah, I don't miss that.
Anthony, he actually did message me, and I got his information, so I'll send it right over to you.
Please do. That'd be great. We'd love to have him on. All right, what are we missing from Thanksgiving that we didn't touch on?
I'm big on cranberry sauce. So anything, I mix it with everything. The stuffing, the turkey. It's like I put on everything. So
Ross has lost me there. Wow. Oh, good.
I'm just not a cranberry.
Thank you. Me either.
Can't live without it, man. It's so good.
What about you,
I love cranberries. I think he was asking you earlier, are we going to have one of those claw la 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 things out here?
No, I don't think so.
Is that what you're asking?
No, I think.
La la deal, you know.
No, he's asking what we're going to.
He's trying to fight me again?
I know.
Anthony, I don't know what you did to piss him off.
I know something. Man, I don't know. He's
tone it down, Anthony.
RJ that pissed him off is what happened.
Anthony, can you keep tone it down a little bit? I mean, today you're so aggressive.
I'm getting the flack from RJ, and I don't know why. I haven't even met RJ yet.
I know. Now you guys are already
let's
allies.
just agree. Let's just set it on simmer. Next time.
Well, hey, I was gonna tell Dad because my brother and my dad, they love my wife's meatloaf, and so she's gonna bring that to Thanksgiving. And so
that's good, man.
Yeah, meatloaf's good.
That's good. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope no nephews are hurt in any of the action, but probably do need to be hazed a little bit. Just this is the time to do it.
Yeah, they got to get Michael hazed, baby.
Sure is. Thank you, Lord, for this good day that we're all together on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I wish Merry Christmas to everybody out there and Happy Thanksgiving for most of you all, too.